And then there's also was a state failure. State medical boards, or the state agencies that are supposed to regulate doctors, protect the public from doctors that may be practicing irresponsibly or aggressively. State medical boards were actually duped by this campaign as well. We had state medical boards telling doctors across the country, the state medical board started to hear there was a chilling effect, that doctors were afraid to treat pain compassionately with opioids because they were worried they were going to get sanctioned. So the state medical boards told doctors, we will not sanction you based on the quantity or doses that you're prescribing, but we will sanction you for undertreatment of pain with opioids. And so I think a lot of blame to go around. I do truly think, though, that it wasn't so much about pharmaceutical companies stuffing money in people's pockets and saying, these are the lies we want you to tell. I think there was this belief that people really fell for it. They believed opioids were a gift from Mother Nature and we should prescribe them more. So I think many of it was well-intentioned.
I don't want to keep everybody longer than was promised. David, you have a final thought?
Yeah, I wanted to say something here. This business of the pharmaceutical industries, it's one thing to put the pharmaceutical industry on alert and put pressure on them to do the right thing, but all you have to do is sit through a couple of hours of television at night to know that the pharmaceutical industries own the airwaves. I don't know when it started. Maybe it's only been in the last decade, but when did we start hearing, ask your doctor about, when did the patient, when was it put on us to ask our doctor about a certain drug? They've made it okay, and I'm sure doctors must have a problem with this, with patients coming in saying, hey, I heard about this drug on television. But to look at the success of these ads that they're running nonstop every night during prime time, where they spend 30 seconds telling you how wonderful this new drug is going to make your life, and the next 90 seconds telling you all the different ways it's going to kill you.
I'm going to jump in because we're running out of time, but I also want to add that if anybody watched the Super Bowl, you saw an ad for opioid-induced constipation. And that gives you a sense of how pervasive this is, and the ads that are all on the bus stops throughout the city. Gail, final thought?
Yeah, I guess one of the thing that stings the most as a parent who has lost a child is that this epidemic was created, and like you had said in previous discussions, it was the perfect storm of, pain being recognized as a fifth vital sign. And, I really do feel the doctors were so grossly miseducated. I guess the problem that I always have is that, doctors take an oath to do no harm. And they think that they're living up to that by prescribing these, but now they see people dying every single day. And they really need to be retrained and re-educated. I think some of the laws that are being passed, I know New Jersey is now limiting it to 5-day prescription, and I think if you go to the doctor, they have to now tell you of the warning signs and give you alternatives, and they have to mark it in your chart. But that's a big undertaking to re-educate. They have to be reprogrammed, to really educate their patients about it.
Andrew, just in the 30 seconds that we have left, can you just explain to everybody, how do we bring this under control?
Well, how do we? Actually, I think I can do it, and I think what's so honestly, and I can't obviously give you the specifics, but I can give you the big picture strategies for how we bring the epidemic to an end. And I think what's so helpful about the film is that it really does frame the problem the right way. It frames the problem as an addiction epidemic, and if you understand this, that if you understand the problem the right way, the strategies do become pretty clear. If you understand that this is an addiction epidemic, the way you bring it to an end is by accomplishing two things. We have to prevent new cases of opioid addiction, and that, more than anything else, boils down to much more cautious prescribing so that we don't directly addict patients or indirectly cause addiction. And then for the millions of people who are already addicted, we have to see that they can access effective treatment, and that they can access that effective treatment more easily than they can access pills, heroin, or fentanyl.
On that note, Sasha and I and everybody who